and for those who are watching on demand as well. Man, do I feel refreshed today. I mean, really. If you want to talk about having a day where you get off on the wrong foot, I think yesterday was definitely like the textbook case of that for me. As you know, I was late to the show yesterday because I had personal stuff going on behind the scenes that took up a bunch of time in the morning that I didn't want to have to deal with, but I had to. That's life when you're an adult. It already got me in the wrong mindset, all stressed out and not feeling good. And then we jumped into a React session over on DSP Reacts, you know, my weekly DSP versus the internet show, which, you know, to some extent I did enjoy, but at the same time, number one, let's be honest, the show seems to be a lot of similar clips every week, which is not good. You want variety on a show like that. And because of the format we were using, a lot of the same people were getting the opportunities to submit their clips, and it was a lot of similar stuff week after week. Number two, the support on that channel has waned in about the last 30 days. You know, we went from something like over 130 members all the way down to 70. So almost a 50% drop in support, and it's basically disheartening. You know, it's a channel that I really enjoyed putting effort into so far this year. It's something you guys wanted, but it seems like after 4 months of doing it, interest has fallen apart and people aren't really that excited for it anymore, even though people had asked me for this kind of content for years and years. So this kind of happens from time to time, and doing that React show, I'll be honest, kind of deflated me. You know, I was like, man, that really sucks, because I was hoping that, you know, the channel would be more successful than it basically is turning out to be right now. However, just so you guys know, there are some changes happening this week that maybe will reinvigorate the channel and make it better. There's actually a bunch of content coming out in the next week that's all React related, which we'll talk about in a minute as we go through the schedule, because there's going to be some extra stuff over there that hopefully will get people boosted up and excited again, okay? Anyway, so after doing that, last night we had a late night session of Street Fighter 6. Now, this was the first day since the release of Street Fighter 6 that I was not playing Street Fighter 6 all day long. And what I found was a combination of already being stressed out, right, and then not having played Street Fighter 6 during the day. I jumped into it almost rusty, and I decided to play DJ, who's a character who I used to use back in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is the Street Fighter game I'm best competitively at. I mean, he used to be one of my main characters in the game. I've won tournaments with this guy. And let me tell you guys something. DJ in Street Fighter 6 plays literally nothing like his counterpart in Super Turbo. I don't think there's a single move that has the same properties besides maybe low medium kick as a sweep. I think every other move has been dramatically changed. And so when that's the case, it's like learning, you know, day one from the ground up. And what ends up happening is I'm playing against people now who have been playing this game since it came out earlier this week, and they're just using one character. You know me, every stream of Street Fighter 6, I'm using different characters, right? But you can tell when you're playing someone who, they hit you once, dash cancel, giant combo. Oh, option mix up in the corner, combo. Oh, look, 50%, you're done. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is my second time playing this character, second round. How the hell is this guy, you know, dominating me? Because they've been playing this nonstop, and you know what I mean? Like, it's going to get tougher. That's going to be a major hurdle I'm going to face. And essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to have nights like last night where I'm going to get frustrated. I'm going to lose a ton. I lost, I think, 2 times as much as I won. I actually have the statistics, and I could read them out tonight, or this morning, but I did horribly. I did absolutely, positively horribly. I did. And I admit it. And I'll tell you, it was 50-50. It was lack of game and character knowledge and horrible execution. There were many opportunities when I was playing last night when I could have easily won a round if I had good execution. Get that anti-air. Hit him with the wall bounce in the corner into a giant punish combo, and I couldn't do it. I was dropping combos, I was dropping moves. It was very disappointing for someone like me who previously has had you know, a lot of background in competitive Street Fighter, someone who you know, has won tournaments, someone who's been there, done that. I've been in this tournament scene, you know what I'm saying? It is very disheartening to basically get my butt handed to me like that. You know what I mean? It is. And I don't want that to become the norm. I would rather have that be the exception to the rule. That doesn't mean anything, though. It could be, you know, I'm getting older, right? I don't want to sit here and blame stuff on my controller. I don't want to blame it on the game. It's me. I'm getting older, and I need to accept that. and I need to practice more, and I need to be mentally ready to accept a ton of losses in order to get better at this game. I just said this the other day. Someone asked me, they said, I went online and I did all my placement matches with the character and I lost all 10. And I'm all disheartened. What do I do? I said, you got to learn to be a good loser before you can be a winner in anything in life, but in particular in competitive fighting games. You have to take your licks. And then once you've taken those licks over and over and over, hopefully you'll learn something. And as long as you learn something from your losses, then that means you've gotten ahead. You know what I mean? You're not going to win every match. That's ridiculous. So for me, I look at last night and I'm like, well, admittedly, that was a big fail. It was a lot of losses. It was a lot of frustration for me. But at the same time, I feel like hopefully, you know, I at least understand how the character plays, even though my execution was bad. At least I kind of understand the basics of the character. And maybe if I face the character, I'll know what to expect. Now, will I go back and play DJ again? I very well might. I need to go back into it with a mindset of being refreshed. Like last night when I was playing, I got so frustrated right away. And already, like I told you guys, I was already stressed out. I already had a bad day. I already had other things going on behind the scenes that made me late to my stream, that were bothering me. And that, admittedly, can 1,000,000% affect you when you're playing anything in a competitive capacity, especially fighting games. Again, you need to be of that mindset. You're ready to go and you're refreshed and your mind's in the game. And if it's not, and you're just going to get compounding frustration. And that's literally what happened with me. It was just a bunch of compounding frustrations on top of each other. And, you know, it resulted in, I would argue, a bad stream. Now, some people said they liked it anyway. I'm happy. Thank you to those who did enjoy last night's DJ stream, even though I did horribly in it. You know, I could have, you know, taken that and said, well, I need a break from the game, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to move forward, and I feel refreshed today. I had a good night's sleep. I did. I had a nice, refreshing night's sleep. And I woke up this morning feeling a lot better mindset. I was able to do my stuff on time today and feeling normal again. And also the fact that later today we're going to be doing something new, a new game, which is cool, which we'll talk about in a moment. So I'm kind of back in the game today, I feel. And yes, I'll be picking a new character today. I will. And we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping having a longer stream rather than the rushed night streams. That's another thing I should say too. When I'm doing my night streams are shorter than my daytime streams. So when I'm trying to learn a new character, I feel rushed. I absolutely feel like I'm in a rush to learn the character and get online, and I don't have enough time to really absorb. As opposed to a daytime stream, I have a whole extra hour to kind of space it out and feel a little bit more comfortable. So today, hoping for something better. And people are saying, no spoilers on the character. I will not spoil. I know who I'm picking today. I absolutely, positively know who I'm picking today. And it'll be interesting for sure. Again, it could be another situation where it doesn't go well, or it could be a situation where it does go well. I don't know. It's kind of like an X factor, really, when I play these games, or this game. I don't know how it's going to go. Like, honestly, I think the best I've done is with Blanca. And that was the first character I picked, right? It was kind of interesting. I think a lot of people don't know how to handle Blanca in this game because he's kind of an oddball character, right? I actually feel like one of the characters I did the best with, I think, was JP. I don't even know if I like him, though. Like, I'm thinking about who did I have the most fun playing with so far? And I would say probably Blanca, and admittedly, I think Lily. Because I think by the end of the time that I was playing with Lily, even though I don't think she's a strong character in the game, I was kind of getting her. And I had 7 straight wins when I ran out of time and couldn't keep playing. And I was kind of like, damn. I was like, oh, I wish I could have kept going, because I actually was like having momentum and I was having a good time with her at the end there. So we'll see what happens. Today